I'll talk about, let me talk, hold on. Let me talk about this fucking Ian Rotten.
Let's get out of the way now.
Talk about another guy that needs to be dropped out of a fucking helicopter screaming. This fucking fat motherfucker. Here's the deal. He's poisoned my hometown. He's poisoned wrestling in Louisville, or he did until we brought it back. But several weeks ago, there's this free weekly entertainment paper in Louisville called Leo, Louisville Eccentric Observer. And in this paper, they did an article on his goddamn quote-unquote wrestling promotion. Barbed wire, baseball bats. Look at, he's a human scar. He's got these poor fucking guys who will never make it in the business, who he fucking entices into doing this goddamn shit. We're hardcore. We're fucking, yeah, we're better than everybody else. They're cutting themselves with broken glass. They're snapping mouse traps on each other. They're staple gunning their tongues to the fucking turnbuckles. So this paper does this story. Fans bring the weapons. They're hitting each other with VCRs. They're really hitting each other. Guess what, folks? Doesn't take any talent to do that. I can hit a motherfucker as hard in the head with a baseball bat as almost anybody else. That don't mean I'm Ric Flair. They do a story. In front of 75 people in a warehouse, these fucking guys are mutilating themselves, and Ian Rotten and his fucking shyster business partner are making any money there is to be made off of it because they ain't paying the guys none. And I'll be honest with you, OVW doesn't pay the guys much either, but we don't ask them to fucking cripple themselves. And we're training them for a career where they will make money. So they do this story. So I wrote a letter basically saying, this is my hometown. I have experience in wrestling. I know wrestling. I've been here, I've been there, I've done this. My credentials. For the people who don't know anything about wrestling, I want them to know I know what I'm talking about. And then I said, please don't call this professional wrestling. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm as embarrassed as you people are to hear that people will actually slice themselves up with barbed wire and broken glass for the entertainment of 75 people in a fucking warehouse. And don't think that OVW has anything to do with this, because they're a PR nightmare for us in our hometown. We're doing business with Six Flags Kentucky Kingdom. We're doing business with one of the biggest radio stations in town. We're doing business with goddamn sponsors, businesses, legitimate people. I don't want them to pick up Leo. They don't know too much about wrestling. They say, and they go, fuck, Junior, you ain't going to see that shit. They're pissing in our fucking pool. They're an embarrassment. They're a disgrace. So I write this letter and I say, here's what they are, and here's what we are. Don't confuse us with them. OneWrestling.com picks it up. Combat Zone Wrestling, whoever the fuck they are, I think they're the same kind of thing as Ian, only maybe with a little bit bigger budget, and fuck them too. While I'm talking about it, fuck you, Combat Zone Wrestling. You know what? I can knock somebody just like this, and it'll be all over the world. But if I praise somebody, or if I say something good about something, nobody gives a shit. Fuck you, Cornette. You like it? Fuck you. But if I knock somebody, so I'm going to knock you. Fuck you, Combat Zone Wrestling. Never been anybody, never going to be anybody. I've sold more tickets in my sleep than you will in your lives. And I ain't even nobody. So it's all over OneWrestling.com. It's all over goddamn the internet, everywhere. People's websites. It's a little entertainment fucking paper that they hand out for free in Louisville. But now everybody's making a big deal over it. Something to say about somebody. Then Ian responds. Then somebody, Torch calls me for a fucking quote. Am I fucking Oliver Wendell Douglas on Green Acres, or is it not obvious to everybody in the fucking world that if you're goddamn stupid enough to fucking slice yourself up with broken glass and fucking roll around in barbed wire and goddamn staple leeches to your fucking arm, that you're a goddamn idiot? You're a fucking moron. For $100,000 a year, you're still a fucking moron. I can't say it any plainer than that. Has nothing to do with athletic ability, has nothing to do with showmanship, has nothing to do with intelligence, has nothing to do with anything other than you have a morbid need to be recognized as someone in any fucking field of endeavor, to the point where you will mutilate yourself in a warehouse in front of nobody for goddamn nothing. Fuck you, you fucking goofs. Jesus. And this fat fucker's over there pissing in my goddamn pool. There's one thing in the world that I know, and that's professional fucking wrestling. And I try to be good at it, and I respect it, and I want everybody to succeed. But not these goddamn idiots that all they do is when somebody sees this, they say, oh fuck, I don't want my kids to see that. I don't want my wife to see that. I don't want my cousin to see that. It's fucking embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. Am I the only one to fucking register that? Or am I the only one to say it? I'm gonna piss and I'll tell you about Ed Ferrara. Pause.
One last question about the whole IWA CCW thing. Their fans are kind of like the way their ECW fans were, but even more so, are very, very loyal to those companies. And they'll say, oh, you know, look at wrestler X. He's jumping off a balcony for us, and he's putting his body on the line.
God bless him. He's a fucking idiot.
What do you think of those fans, though, that have that loyalty because those guys put their bodies through so much?
Wrestling fans are the most loyal fans in the world. And I'm the biggest wrestling fan I was when I was a kid. I still am now. But Jesus H. Christ, just because somebody, you know, it's like this fucking jackass. You know, a lot of people in the world are stupid these days, okay? To be honest with you. There's a lot of lack of common sense. The fucking guy jumps off the 4-story fucking hotel trying to hit the pool and goes 3 feet short. I'm not sorry. It's like a skydiving accident. You know what a skydiving accident to me is? When somebody lands safely. You're jumping out of a fucking plane with a sheet tied to you. If you live, it's an accident. Okay? It's like a bungee jumping accident. They measure the fucking cord, but they don't allow for the stretch. Fuck you. Don't jump off the goddamn bridge. I love that the fans are rabid and that they really appreciate this, but at the same time, I have to sit there and go, you know, that fucking guy just jumped off that balcony and he could have been killed, and I really have no respect for his goddamn common sense. Wrestling, professional wrestling used to be where you fucking had a heel and a baby face who fucking had a hell of a fight with plenty of emotion, lots of blood, but not gigging your goddamn scrotum, but blood and guts and wild and fucking hitting each other with chairs and shit. And then, when it was all over with, the fans were drained, and they were fucking wore out, and the guys were in the back, and they fucking took a hot shower and did it again the next day. These guys, now they're doing shit they can't recover from in 3 weeks. They ain't gonna have a long career. They ain't gonna make a lot of money. And if I feel like if I'm a fan of that, then I'm instigating this guy to cripple himself faster. All I see is, Jesus Christ. Cactus used to make me nervous. Like I said, because I liked him. I think he's one of the nicest guys I ever met. I didn't want to see him do that shit. It made me, and it made a lot of the people that really cared about him. I don't know if you like that. You know, go to a concert. Concerts now are fucking goddamn contact sports. This fucking mosh pit bullshit. Motherfucker headbutts me, either they're going to have to pull me off him or him off me, one or the other. I ain't saying I could whip him, but we're going to fight. They're doing bam, hey, yeah. Well, fuck you. Get a goddamn life. Grow up. Go to school. Get a fucking job. Collect stamps. I don't give a fuck. But you're fucking stupid. Okay? I'm sorry. And with the fans that enjoy this goddamn kind of slice and dice fucking shit, they need to examine themselves. Do they really want somebody to do that for their fucking entertainment? And how entertaining is it? I'll watch the videotape of the train fucking hit the woman and fucking bust her into goddamn 1,000,000 pieces, because goddamn. But I don't want to watch it for 2 fucking hours. And I don't want to watch it every day. And I don't wish the woman to walk in front of the train for my amusement. If it's going to happen, sure, put a camera on it. I'll watch it once. Because goddamn, she's going anyway. I might as well see it. But after that, fuck, there's for business reasons, there's no reason to do it because there's no way to follow it. For human reasons, there's no reason to wish people to do that. And for aesthetic reasons, it's not very fucking entertaining to me because it's not very fucking enjoyable to watch when you actually sit there and look at what these guys are doing. Wrestling is supposed to be simulated combat, where you can believe people are having a fight. Well, when it's all exposed, and when you're not a very good worker, so you can't make them believe you're really fighting, you just exhibit yourself slicing yourself up for people's entertainment. To me, that's way too much like eating the fucking raw chicken at the county fair. It just, yeah. Sorry. If you like it, fine. But don't call it wrestling, because that insults what I do for a living and what a lot of people work hard to be